Sorry if y'all hear the heater in the background, but I just got from work. I'm doing the travel things. I'm doing my thing. I want to try to get on here every single second I can. But welcome to my channel. My name is Nia. This is NiaTalk with Nia. And yeah, my channel is going through the motions. We are changing a bit. We do these videos sometimes and we have a background that's not really ideal, but maybe I can make it my face. Hold on. Let's see. Faces, stop playing. I'm dead. Okay. Oh, that's a cute one. Okay. All right. This one's pretty normal. So this one is just talking about the value of friendship. I feel like a lot of people do not value friendship. I've recently been very looking at my job or talking when I go out, and I feel like no one values meeting people, making a genuine connection, and carrying that throughout their life. It's almost as if they only think like after you graduate from high school, everyone else you meet in your life is going to be your acquaintance. For real. Everyone is going to be your acquaintance. Nobody is really going to care for you. Nobody is really going to care to have friends. Everyone's going to think that friends are replaceable. And let's talk about what a friend is, right? Like to you, write in the comments, what is a friend? What does a friend do? Like what is a friend to you? For me, a friend is somebody that is someone I can talk to, someone that I can be vulnerable with, someone that likes the things that I like, someone that is interested in things that I may not be interested in or am, someone that understands my struggle, someone that genuinely likes me for who I am, not for how I look or what I have. And going throughout life, I've learned that a lot of people actually care about what people have. And it's so frustrating. It's not fun. It's not easy either. Um, People assert what you have with if you're a good person. And I think it's crazy. We see a lot of these, like, Instagram, let's say OF girlies, get pregnant from like a basketball player or a ball player, whatever, right? I'm just throwing this out as an example of how people see people. And it's like they've been, smoking, drinking, doing all the things that are crazy. Yet, as soon as they get pregnant and have a kid, all of a sudden everybody's just like, oh my God, they're such a good person. Like, they're going to be such a good mom. And I'm like, did you not just see this person down 10 bottles of Don Julio? What do you mean they're a good person? And that is how people make friends. That is how people have parasocial relationships. That is how people establish who they want to be friends with. When they see what you have, and then they have to say, wait a minute, you made such a decision to have a child? Oh, you have to be a good mother. You're going to be a great mom. Look at Krayshawn. Krayshawn Rock. Like, yo, kid can't talk. And yet, they thought she was going to be such because of what she had. All this money. And that is my biggest annoyance when it comes to making friends. Making friends in the workplace. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't even think, necessarily dating in the workplace is terrible either. But what I will say is that some people are not honest with their intentions. Like, some buy you a lunch and you're thinking, oh, like they want to get to know me or whatever. Meanwhile, they're just trying to get more money for their Amex card or something. Like, they didn't really care about you, you know? So it's like you're trying to navigate. Does this person want to be my friend? Or are they trying to get something out of this? Or are they trying to use me? I don't know. You're trying to like navigate it. And that's pretty hard. That is pretty hard to do. That is not easy. I genuinely am a kind, friendly person, but I also get social cues. And when I peep that somebody's not really feeling my vibe, I move on. If I peep that somebody's not waving the flag that I'm waving, or they're not on the same team as me when it comes to this administration, oh, I get to step in. We out. We get to step in. I don't care for being friends with people just because they have a certain amount of money. I don't care for being friends with people just because they are associated with someone. But I've noticed when I meet people that love my personality, they try to make me think the way they think, which is become friends with people who have money, who have connection to these things. And I'm like, I don't care. If you're a bad person, I don't want to be friends with you. That's just who I am. And maybe that is my fault. Maybe that is why I am not in a crazy, extra expeditious financial bubble of finance friends and bros. Like maybe that's why I'm not around a bunch of celebrities. Maybe that's why, and I say that's my fault as in, you know, I get how these connections can help people, but when I'm looking for a friend, I'm not looking to use you. Like I really am not. Like that's not my intention. I've had friends who are amazing, and I didn't even know, like, when I was in the roughest spots in my life, that they would be my friend and be there for me. I didn't even think I would get to a rough spot in my life. So I'm just like, what's going on? No, I'm not frozen. I'm so sorry. I cannot currently because I have to go to sleep soon. Had to prepare for bed, but I did want to get on here and have a conversation. I'm soon going to put up a photo or something that's going to show, but welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, we talk about everything here. We talk about colorism, racism. Yeah, you know what it is. But we also talk about normal things such as friendships that I welcome everybody. Like, I really welcome you. I welcome you to the other conversations as well. Thank you so much. We've all had that moment where we want a friend, but are we willing to be a friend, if that makes sense? Like, are you willing to actually have a conversation? Are you willing to be held accountable if you skip out on lunch on. And then I think too, some people are attracted to you. Like you want to be friends with someone, but they're attracted to you, but you don't even know, especially as women, you don't even know if they're gay or not. You don't know if they're gay or not. So you're just like, are we vibing in that way or this way? Or you're thinking like, does she think I'm hitting on her? And then she's thinking, does she think I'm hitting on her? Like, you know what I mean? Like, being a girl and being queer and trying to make friends, so many women are closeted, so it's really freaking hard. It is so hard and awkward, but I'm not dumb. Like I get social cues, but I don't get it when someone like is attracted to me and my person and maybe how I look, whatever, and my eyes. A lot of people are attracted to my eyes, um, but it's just like, how come I'm not allowed to isolate? Like I feel like introverted people love to talk to me and I love them too. Like I love it. Like I'm just like, yeah, you're talking. I see through the introverted people, right? So they start talking to me and then I start having a conversation and then out of nowhere they just shut down. I don't know if I said something. I don't know, like did my breath stink, which I know I'll be brushing my teeth and I have my mints, so that's definitely not the issue. But I'm like, what's going on? Like you was just talking to me, now you want to shut down all of a sudden and then you want to pop back up. But you know what my friend said, my bestie, she said you can't take stuff personal. You're not gonna please everybody. You're really not. And I learned that you can't please everyone. She said don't take things personal. She said somebody, you're getting to know could get a message from anybody about something that they just didn't want to hear or they don't like them off, and immediately their mood is shifted. Their mood is shifted. You don't know what they just read, what message they saw, but them even trying to become friends with you is no longer even a thought. Even a thought. And I don't even want to be making friends sometimes, but like, it's like I see the vibe is there. I'm like, oh, they want to be my friend. And then like, all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, I go to phase two. Okay, so phase one, get to know you, get to know where you're from. Hi, Max Dog Channel. I hope you're doing well. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, say where you're from, say your name, be respectful in the comments. That's all I ask. But I love the engagement. Step one, their name. Tell them your name, get to know them, say what's up, right? But then step two, understand if they want to talk or not. If somebody wants to talk to you, they're going to continue to talk. And the second thing is to ask one more question, which is where you're from. And if they explain where they're from and they do it in like 10 minutes, that means they want to talk. They want to just shut down. They want to talk to you. Okay? This is called NiaTalk. I know how to talk. I know how to get people to talk. I love talking. That's just my thing. I have no motive behind it either. But I feel like some people, I'm Brandon from NC. Hope you're doing. Hey, Brandon. I hope you're doing well. Like, comment, subscribe. Everybody's welcome to the channel. Thank you for being respectful in the chat. I really love that. Good example. Thank you. But basically, after you've gave somebody at least 10 minutes to talk, the conversation is it's initiated. Like it's cool. But then there becomes this thing where I think a lot of people, they're just narcissists and they just talk about themselves the whole entire time. And it's like, I don't even think they realize that they do it. But I have a bad habit of just letting people do it because honestly, some people don't have nobody to talk to. And I'm just like, go ahead, you can talk to me. But then it's like, you don't want to know anything about me. And I feel like that's a bad sign when it comes to making friends. It is a bad sign when it comes to making friends. Hey, if you follow the channel, I'm from New York. Um, They don't want to know nothing about you. And I've ran into a lot of people like that lately in my life. I'm in my late 20s, and I've ran into a lot of people that don't care about what other people's careers are or who they are. You know, they don't care at all. You know, very like crappy. It's not a good thing. Oh, my forehead big. My forehead is beautiful. I ain't gonna have surgery, nothing like that to mess it up. My eyes are pretty. My lips is pretty. My nose pretty. This face is gorgeous. You're not gonna mess up my forehead. Don't tell me that. Also, big forehead is the prettiest faces. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like a lot of people want to become friends with people at this age for what they have and not what they can give as them, like what they can give to other people. A lot of people are selfish. They don't want to be around somebody who doesn't have as much money as them because they feel like they don't want to have to help them with a, a bill at the table or any. It's just sad. It's sad when you put friendship, the value of friendship and how much money someone has. It's such a crappy friendship. Sorry, y'all gonna hear the train. We in LI. That's you hit a lure. Hi, what's up? I hope you're doing well. Carrie Bourne. But yeah, I value friendship. Like I've been in so many situations in my life, like the past 6 months, that are really terrible. Like terrible. Didn't even think they would happen to me. Really, did not think this would happen. And I got through it. And I've had the most amazing friends by my side. Not a big circle, a small one. Hello, access to Rome denied. And that's funny. I hope you're doing well. Be respectful in the chat. But we're just talking about friendship. If you've had a friend, write what you think in the comments. Write what you think in the chat. But yeah, I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I don't understand. Like, I didn't think I would be in a spot in my life where I struggled, and to have so many mind. And guess what? When I became their friends, I didn't even think about me ever struggling. I didn't think about me ever, like, I had never thought about that. I thought about what I could give to them, which is joy, laughter. I didn't care about them ever giving me a dime. And I hit a low in my life because of terrible family members and things that happened to me. And they were there. They were there for me. I didn't meet them in class. Well, I met class, but still, at the same time, we didn't technically. Um, I met, my friend, my bestie who's Haitian, and she's amazing from Valley Stream, the most beautiful, gorgeous woman I've ever seen. And I met her because she was standing outside her club, and she was like, "This is boring. This is whack. This shit is whack." And I was just like, I'm not paused. I'm sorry, but I just don't ready for work. But I wanted to get on live and give y'all my 2 cents and some advice. But you know, I met her because she was bored at the club, and I was bored at the club, and I saw her. I was like, "Hey, oh my God, like you're bored, I'm bored too. Let's have a conversation," and we've been best friends ever since. So, you never know who you're gonna be friends with, and I think the best thing is to not think about what they have. I didn't think about how much money she had. Hi, David White. I hope you're doing well. I didn't want to like think about how much money she had. I didn't have any of that in my head. I didn't have none of that. I didn't have a clue of who she knew. But it's like I'm in realms where people care about these things. Who you know, how many followers you got, how many likes you got. When in reality, something can happen to you tomorrow and everything could be gone. And it's like, was this life really worth living? So I just really think my biggest advice, if you're trying to make friends, don't care about how much money they have. Don't care about, well, care about the person they are. That's what I also want to say is number one. Care about, do their morals align with yours? Care about, do they really like you? Do they ask questions? Like, do they care about your life? That's the number one thing that worries me about many introverts. They don't ask questions. And this is also a thing because they don't want to know someone that has a better life than them. Someone that has love, maybe. Someone that has happiness and they don't have a lot of money and they still have amazing happiness. Like, that really irks some people. Because they feel like they want everyone to look up to them. And I don't like that. I've been around a lot of people like that, and I've noticed, and I'm trying to get away from it. Some of it I just can't, but I do have to learn how to just be quiet sometimes. Like, I always talk about channel, but even though somebody likes my vibe, go your separate ways because you're getting an inkling that this person is weird. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so friendly until I'm not. That's my thing. Like, people are so weird. Like, you cannot predict what someone's gonna do today or tomorrow. I'm used to meeting someone, having an impression, them showing me who they are. If we accept each other, we accept each other. If we don't, we don't. But the wishy-washy is like walking on eggshells with some people. I'm like, are you okay? You was happy one minute, you're mad, you're happy, you're mad, you're doing this, you're doing. What's going on? I am so 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 vocal about. Hi, I think your name is Dion. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well. Had a really good day, good flight, good situation. We all good. But remember to like, comment, subscribe, because some of y'all not, and I can see some of y'all not subscribed. Please subscribe, turn your notifications on. I want to try to do at least a live a day, even if it is just a picture of me, unfortunately, and we're just having a conversation. But it's something. Hey, um, I'm trying to get better at making videos. So I do appreciate everybody in the chat. I do appreciate everybody in the comments. I do appreciate any gifts you have because that helps your girl out. I do want to get more equipment, hopefully one day, but right now we're just making do with what I got. So once again, thank y'all, and I really do appreciate everyone who is always here and respectful in the chat. It's hard, being on YouTube. You got a lot of people that are so nasty and come on here and say all types of nasty stuff. It's terrible, but I care about black girls and black people so much. I'm just gonna continue to make videos and talk. That's what I can do. And that's good to hear that you're doing well. I love to have these conversations. So thank you for being here. But yeah, friendship. Stop looking for what you can get out of somebody. Them being who they are is what you get. You know what I mean? Like them being a good person that for you, whatever that means, is it. Like that's the best thing. But yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to say about friendship. I'm gonna call it a nighty night, but just know money is not everything. I know we all need it to survive, but trust me, there's a lot of people that you're missing out on just because you care about how much money they make or who they know. And that's what makes you a shitty person. Bye, y'all.